You know, some songs are just made for stadiums, right? Huge anthems you scream along with. But then there are others that feel more like a whisper, meant for just one person to hear. Today, we're going to lean in and listen to one of those whispers. It's a beautiful, tender French song called Mirella, Mon Coeur, and we're going to pull it apart to see how it tells this incredible story of love, distance, and just absolute devotion. All right, let's get into it. So, the song doesn't kick off with some big fancy intro. Nope. It starts with this one simple line. Here is a tender song for Morella. And right there, from the very first second, you know this isn't a performance. It's a dedication. We're basically being invited to eavesdrop on something really personal, really intimate. And that sets the entire mood for everything that's about to come. So the title itself is a tender song, but what does that actually mean in this context? Let's take a look at how the lyrics use really simple language to build this deep emotional bridge that feels like it's being sung directly to you. And now we get to the real heart of it, the thing that drives the whole emotional engine of the song, distance. See, this isn't just a simple I love you song, it's about a love that is fighting to exist across a huge physical divide. Let's see how they pull that off. Okay, so what's so fascinating here is how this song paints a picture of their two separate worlds, side by side. On one hand, you've got the singer, and his reality is that his heart, his thoughts, they're all with her from far away. But then you look at Mirella's world. She's in Tamatave, this port city in Madagascar, and she's not just waiting around. She is out there, chasing her dreams with courage, with faith, and, this is important, she's got her family there supporting her. And this line just sums up his entire philosophy. I follow you, no matter the distance, near or far from me. For him, you see, the distance isn't some big, dramatic obstacle they have to conquer. It's just a fact, a piece of geography. His love, his support, it doesn't depend on whether she's in the next room or halfway across the world. It's just constant. You know, you'd think a song about long-distance love would be pretty sad, maybe a little depressing. But this one, it's completely the opposite. It is just overflowing with optimism and hope. So where is all that hope coming from? Well, the lyrics are actually very clear about that. It all starts right here. This is the very first line of the chorus. Mirella, you who make my heart beat. Notice that. She's not just someone he loves, she's the one actively making his heart beat. She's the engine. She's his motivation for everything. And the rest of the chorus just builds on that idea, giving us what are basically the pillars holding their connection up. He calls her his light. Every single step she takes towards her goals is a hope that remains for him. He even finds strength in knowing her family. Her sister and brothers are there looking out for her. And all of this leads to this love he says grows day after day, without end or law. Like it's this organic, unstoppable force of nature. And this is the key, right? His hope isn't selfish. It's not just based on his own feelings. It is completely rooted in his absolute admiration for her. And this image from the second verse, wow. The idea that her heart is even more vast than the world itself, that's so powerful. It's saying her capacity for love, for dreams, for strength is limitless. And that, in turn, is what fuels him. Okay, so we know his hope comes from his admiration for her. But what about his role in all this? He's not just a fan cheering from the sidelines. He sees himself as her foundation, and he makes a very, very specific promise to her. And you can see here, his support is constant, but it's also adaptable. It's there in the little things, you know? Her smile making his day. It's there in the daily grind, where he promises to encourage her again and again. But, and this is the most important part, it's there when things get tough. When the nights are long, when the winds are strong, that's when he knows his support matters most. And this is the promise. Remember that I am here, your rock, your harbor. I mean, think about those words. They're not just poetic. A rock is something that is completely stable, that cannot be moved. And a harbor? A harbor is a place you go for safety, a refuge to get out of a storm. That's what he's vowing to be for her, no matter how many miles are between them. But of course, the lyrics are only half the battle, right? A song is music too. And what's really cool is that the source material for this song came with what it calls musical wishes, basically a blueprint for how the music should sound and feel to perfectly match the emotion in the words. And just look at how intentional all this is. The tempo, slow and gentle, which makes it feel like he's speaking right to you, creating that intimacy. The key, a minor key, which gives it that warm, heartfelt, maybe even a little bit of a bittersweet feeling.
And the instruments start so simple, just a guitar or a piano, and then later the strings come in to just swell with all that emotion. Every single choice is made to make you feel his sincerity.
So all that musical work pays off right here. When he gets to this line in the outro, I love you more than words can sing, the music has already been trying to do just that. That simple melody, the gentle instruments, they're all trying to communicate a feeling that's too big for just words. The music itself becomes part of the message. And the song doesn't end with a big bang. It ends with this beautiful, quiet declaration. It's just a simple series of promises. He wishes her beautiful days and peaceful nights. He promises that he will wait. And he makes one final pledge of his love, for forever and always. It is the perfect, tender ending for a song that's all about quiet, unwavering devotion. Which I think leaves us with this one big question. Mirella Manques is so much more than a love song for one person. It's really a testament to how art, how music and words can just make physical distance feel, well, meaningless. It's a reminder that a few carefully chosen words and a simple melody can build a bridge that is stronger than any ocean between two people.